Great. All right. Today is the day. Welcome to the Controversial Podcast with Ches Romero, where we talk about all things controversial. We are going to be showing some major receipts today. This is when things get quite interesting. Hey, I can't hear myself. I don't know. There we go. All right. For those of you guys who are going to be joining in here shortly. Oh, fuck. Dude, I hope. I don't even have one viewer yet, and we're a minute in. Dude, it won't. That's so crazy. It will not let me go live to the public. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, everybody, if you're watching, well, I mean, there's only one of you. We'll find out. You? Yeah. Well, share it. Let's, if you guys are watching this, we're going to do, well, regardless, we're going to be talking about some pretty interesting stuff on this. Yeah, dude, it's literally not letting me do anything. It's so insane. This really is insane. We have some sensitive information tonight. Obviously, I'm going to be starting this with a monologue from this point. It's not even showing me who's watching anymore. That is crazy. That is crazy. All right. Dude, that's insane. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, I know it's not. I know it's because it's not because I'm that unpopular. I promise you. Huh? I can't even see it. Weird. There's 3 people. There it is. Now we're starting to get some traction. Crazy. If you're watching this, share this video. Obviously, there's going to be some sensitive information that we share tonight. So, for those of you guys that are watching, just know this. We are uncovering some of very sensitive information about what Ideal Manufacturing was doing down on Epstein's Island, which is called Little St. James Island. And essentially what was happening was they were building silos, from what we understand, and this is just basically on their work order, which we will be showing tonight. And obviously, being totally suppressed, I mean, it's just insane. The suppression level is crazy. The suppression level is crazy. They really do not want you guys to know what is happening. So fundamentally, what we're going to do is from this point forward is I'm just going to start putting thousands of dollars into these live videos, and I'll just promote them. I'll spend thousands. I don't care. I really don't care. So, it's interesting to watch though in real time as they, my son's mother's watching, which is awesome. Hi, Amber. If you're watching this, share this. We're going to be talking about some interesting conversation, but to watch in real time, if you guys are watching this, they are suppressing my videos. They are suppressing my outreach. They're suppressing me now. The FBI is obviously getting involved. I mean, it's just as simple as it gets. CIA is involved now. I don't even know how else to put it. Watching this in real time has been one of the most unbelievable situations that I've ever encountered. Down to 2. Are you there still? Well, you, Bree, and Amber are still. There's 3 of us here. That's insane. What an unbelievably tragic thing to watch. But anyways, I'm going to continue. So what we are uncovering now is a conspiracy between David Hoynes and Jeffrey Epstein on Little St. James. There's work orders here. We're going to be releasing some of the information that is essentially created a kind of a wave of curiosity and suspicion on one of Billings' own business owners. And then also I have other things that are arriving and other information. I'm getting anonymous tips as to the kind of business dealings that he was doing, which is concerning to say the least. I mean, from what I understand, there's been some embezzling and some things that we are just uncovering based on anonymous tips. I'm not going to tell you guys who it was, but it was previous employees are reaching out to me now on him, and we are essentially going to be uncovering some serious information. What we are encountering now is we're encountering work orders from the Epstein files, what he was doing there. We have a $21,000 check that was written to the airline that shipped people over there. And what's going on now is there is a serious conspiracy happening. And I would, if I was anybody in his position, I would be reaching out. I did send a text message to him and said, "Hey, my name is Ches. I'm an investigative journalist here in Billings, and I am just curious to find out what your take is on your involvement in the Epstein files. Ideal Manufacturing has been listed, labeled, and there are work orders as to what is going on. If you guys are watching this, do me a favor, share this video. Let's get as many people in. Obviously, they're suppressing my voice now. They really are, truly, and this is not even a doubt. I have video evidence of them suppressing my podcast, my live videos, all the things that we are trying to accomplish here. And it's truly been an interesting, it's been interesting to say the least. I would say watching this in real time has been probably one of the most interesting things. I can't even fathom what's going on. To me, it's the strangest, it's the strangest thing. I can't even imagine. I'm not even that big. I'm kind of a nobody, to be honest with you. And so, but they're suppressing even nobodies now. And this is funny because me and Brianne were watching, it was either Tucker Carlson or Candace Owens, and they were talking about what's going to happen to small-time, basically what's going to happen to small-time journalists or small-time influencers. And what we're looking to accomplish here is just a matter of truth. We just want the truth. We want to know why there is react, like, share. That's correct. React to the video. If you guys are watching this, hit the like button, hit the love button, hit the share button. Send stars if you guys can afford 99 cents. 99 cents launches me into an algorithm. You want to send some stars for me, please? And what's happening is in real time, we're watching a suppression of free speech, and I'm dead serious. This is actually happening to me. We have proof of this. I will upload that video in one of the scenes here shortly. We're going to download that where Tylen actually was on somebody's phone and was like, "Hey, dude, I'm not even seeing your live feed. I have people who are very close to me who are watching it happen," like I said, in real time. Just over time, your search doesn't have, it's been interesting. It's been interesting to say the least. But we're going to start with the monologue. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. This is what's happening now. So, Ideal Manufacturing, to get back to this, we are about to start releasing some serious information. What's going to happen in this episode is we're going to start showing some receipts. Right here, if you guys are watching this is a fax number. Now, if you look right here, you guys can see in real time the fax number. It's EFTA 00616230, PDF dataset 9, Billings, Montana 59101, fax number, job name Silo number 4. Silo number 4. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with what silos are bunkers, essentially. Now, this is where it's going to get really sick for a lot of people. And if you guys are watching this, please share this. I mean, I'm about to really blow some unbelievable things out of the water. It gets scary from here, you guys. It gets really scary because this guy is literally, he's a he's a functioning member. He's a high functioning member of our. I'm going to turn my do not disturb on because I'm getting blown up on my group chat. All right, and we got to we got to try and get that minimized. So, but this is what we're going to do here. So, if you guys are watching this, the silo that they're referring to is this right here. Okay, these are silos. So, if you guys are watching this, this is exactly what this is. Now, if you notice, here's this here. I'm looking. This is essentially the Little St. James, okay? This is what the picture of the island looks like. And so I would like to be able to, I'm going to zoom in a little bit for you guys to see this so that you guys can see what we're talking about here. Okay, that's the cabana, the pavilions, the pool, the screening room. So all these little things are silos, okay? If you guys are watching this, can you guys see that? What's happening. And again, if you're watching, I guess if you don't care about pedophiles, molesting, killing, and hurting kids, then yeah, tune out, I guess. I don't know. Kind of one of those things that you just kind of wonder, like, what's happening. Can you send stars just to check out, just to do it for me real quick? And then we'll see if we can't launch that into an algorithm. I'll pay you back. Obviously, I don't really care. Not really concerned about that. But essentially what we're doing here is we're going to be showing you guys all the things. Now, here's the next part of this. This is the part that I really think is interesting. Now, if you guys are wondering what this is a check for Big Sky Aviation. And if you guys notice the little sign that says confidential right here on the side, what that says is that the information that I'm sharing to you was once confidential. It is no longer confidential. That right there, I don't know whose signature that is. But essentially that's to Big Sky Aviation. That's part of what was in the Ideal Manufacturing file on Facebook, or excuse me, not Facebook, but in the files, it's a PDF. That's $21,000 to send people over to Epstein's Island is what I'm assuming, or to ship things to Epstein's Island, ship silos to Epstein's Island. So these things are really happening. This really happened. This is not a joke. This is a Billings, Montana native. This is happening right here in Montana. Now, what you guys have to understand is that there are a lot of people missing from Montana. And why this is a problem is because if you think that this can't happen to you and your kids, we are literally in real time watching this. We watched this unfold. This was back in 2007, 2008. So can't say it's happening now, but it happened. And so we're just wanting to know why. Full report coming soon on the Weekly Bust. Weekly Bust. Shout out to the Weekly Bust. Those are my boys. Levi DeCellis and Tyler. What? Let's go, Levi. Let's go, Levi. And Tylen, you're a good dude. It's crazy. And you guys are watching this. So Dominic just said he can't send stats. Brianne can't send stats. Tylen can't send stats. None of us can send stats. That's called the suppression of free speech, just so everybody understands what's happening. Now, if you're watching this, if you're just tuning in, what we're doing is we are uncovering some serious information about Ideal Manufacturing. We shared here, silo number 4. So if you guys are seeing this number right here, this is a silo. Okay, now if you guys are wondering what a silo looks like, that is what a silo is, essentially. It's a pavilion. These are work orders for that pavilion. And what this tells us is that they had something going on here. Now I'm looking for the work order that we had here, which is nope, where's it at? Oh, here's the scope of work. Here is the work order. So this is the actual work order for Ideal Manufacturing. Now, if you guys are watching this, if you're just tuning in, there's 15 viewers. If you guys all share this video at the exact same time, if you guys are watching this, comment. Please don't just sit here and say nothing. It's a little bit weird. But also, I'm greatly appreciative of those of you guys who are tuning in. Just let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this is a conspiracy for me to just try and, get attention, or do you think that we should continue trying to investigate people who are labeled in the Epstein files? This is a concern for everybody. This should be a concern for you. This should be a concern. This guy is quite literally a Billings, Montana native. This guy took $750,000 from Jeffrey Epstein. We released that information on the last one. I'm sure that if I really can, actually, you know what? I can in real time. Add a new scene. We're going to do scene 8, or actually scene 9. It'd be scene 9. And then we're going to do this. We're going to add the source. You guys are watching this in real time. You guys can watch this in real time. Add source. We're going to go here. Add source. And we're going to browse. And then we are going to go to, it's going to be downloads. Is it documents or downloads? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, where were those? Where was that? Oh, that was the Epstein files. Epstein files. There it is. We're going to open that. We're going to done that. And then we are going to... Oh, it's nowhere. Don't worry about that. We're going to send it. We're going to send it. Okay. So, there I am. Back. Sorry, guys, for you guys are wondering what was going on. Brittany Higgins. Hello, Brittany Higgins. So what we did here, what I did was in real time, I added a file, and this is the file where if you look here at the bottom, we're going to go here. This is real time, just so everybody understands in real time that what we're going to accomplish here. Okay. There it is. Ideal Manufacturing. If you look to the left, it says FedWire debit, $57,000 in total, $752,223.47. Okay, now those are real numbers. That's actually what's happening. Those are, the controversial. Basically, this is real. Like, these are all real files. These are really on the Department of Justice. I mean, let me go back to this here, just so you guys can see. If you scroll down on this, look. Jeffrey Epstein. Okay. Book transfer. Okay. JP Morgan. Jeffrey Epstein. At the top of the freaking file, right there. Jeffrey E. Epstein. JP Morgan Private Bank. Okay. Here we go. We're going to go all the way back down. And if you look right there, it says Ideal Manufacturing. $752,223.47 in total was paid to none other than David Hoynes himself, because he owns the company. Now, we are now uncovering that he has a business partner. And who is that business partner? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to. I don't have any choice, you guys. I have to go into my messages here. And we are going to, I'm sorry to have to do this, but Janelle Crowley, we want to know what kind of, essentially just what kind of business partner he is, what kind of business partner he is. He may be a great guy. And this is not, Truth is Not Conspiracy. Dan Moog, what's up? If you guys are watching this, hello. It's good to see you guys. Obviously, thank you so much for sharing. Cody Barker says I'm here on, of course, YouTube, which he can't get on my Facebook for some reason. Once again, very close friend of mine. I'm just going to answer. What's up, homie? Okay. So if you guys are watching this is a real thing. This isn't a conspiracy. The truth is real. Now, a conspiracy theory is what we think. Now, conspiracy is actually a charge. You can get a conspiracy charge, which is what needs to happen. We need to start arresting people on conspiracies, because if we're not, then essentially what we're doing is we're complicit. And we can't just be complicit. We can't continue to act like this didn't happen. And what I want to know is what was happening, what Ideal Manufacturing saw on Epstein's Island. And again, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. First and foremost, we're going to go to scene. That's the check that was written to Big Sky Aviation. Nope. There it is. All right. So for those of you guys who are looking at this is quite literally what the original picture of Epstein's Island looks like. Now, that is in real time what the picture of Little St. James. That's the essentially the digital photo of what Jeffrey Epstein's estate looked like on Little St. James. Here's why this is important, you guys. If you notice, there's a main mansion back in the back. If you guys can see that, I wish you guys could see my little hand, but you guys can't. So let me just zoom in a little bit more here. Okay, now that right there at the top of your screen, right underneath the Little St. James title, is that gigantic part of the mansion. Now, over here, you can see it start to loop around, and then it goes into all these little silos where he would house specific people, i.e. the people who are paying for the services from Jeffrey Epstein, or maybe not even paying for them. They might have been getting them for free because, this was a blackmail ring. This is one of the things where, I did see that the thing that he watched your, so it's okay to build sex islands without questioning. It's just weird. I think that it's a strange concept for everybody to think that we should just be okay with people, building, essentially, sex islands. Not just sex islands, but sacrificial islands. I mean, if this doesn't shout weird shit right here, this right here should shout weird shit, okay? Now, I'm going to zoom in for you guys who can't see this, okay? Look closely, okay? Look at this, you guys. See that? You see how it has that little, at the top there, do you see how it has the little the roof, right? You see the little triangular roof at the very top, okay? And what you're seeing there is an actual silo. So then if you go back down to scene 6, you can see at the tops of those, that's where all those peaks come in. That's what the top of your silo, that's what you're looking at in that diagram, that visual, okay? Now, why this is important is because ideal manufacturing, and we're going to look over here. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I got to remember which scene where's the scope of work again? There it is. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I'm still getting, so scene 7, I'm going to rename that if I can. I should have labeled those. Whoopsies. I was trying to get started, guys. It was my fault. Pool design, landscape, scope of work, new buildings, and landscape. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in to the actual work order itself, okay? Now, this is important. If you guys are watching this, okay, look at the actual work order. This is wild. And these are all things we found with Ideal Manufacturing. New screening room, support spaces, screening rooms. Now, if you guys don't know what a screening room is, well, thank me for bringing what are you talking about, Thailand? Thank you. The whole reason why this podcast is even having any level of any measure of I would just say genuine authenticity and having the measure of integrity that it has is because of the investigations that you've done, the research you've done, the PDFs that you've provided, the pictures. All of this stuff comes from Thailand Bates. By the way, all of this comes from Thailand Bates. Everybody who's watching this, we want to just go there. Now, I want you guys to read this. New shade structure between main house and northern pavilion. New west cabana, new east cabana and deck, northeast pavilion, west. Now, I don't have any proof that Ideal Manufacturing built those, but what I do have is proof that there was silos being built. Now, I don't know if you guys know what a silo is. If anybody can look up the definition of a silo, you guys will notice that the actual definition of a silo, and I will look that myself so we can have it on air so that I'm not just making this up. What a silo is, by the definition of Merriam, a trench pit or especially tall cylinder as of wood or concrete, usually sealed to exclude air and used for making a strong storage silage. Deep bin for storing material. Goyim, people. This is unbelievably disgusting. I don't even want to. An isolated grouping, department, etc., that functions apart from others, especially in a way seen as hindering communication and cooperation. That is so unbelievably sick. One more time. Billings, Montana. Job name, silo. And look. Okay. Price, total. Now, here's the thing. Here's where it starts to get interesting. Now, if you go down again to the work order and we zoom out a little bit, we go to the scope of work. Mechanical, structural, okay? All these things, architectural. All those things were being built. Those are silos, you guys. Those are silos. Ideal Manufacturing. Now, there are more things that we are looking at right now. Seeing a large spike in numbers. Reported that after seeing the large spike in numbers in Montana, White House coronavirus task force. Okay, that's which is strange. This isn't the Epstein. Holy crap, you guys! I didn't even notice that just now. Are you guys seeing that? After seeing a large spike in numbers in Montana, White House coronavirus task force coordinator. Dominic, are you seeing that? What do you mean that's unbelievable? Wow. Did we just uncover another conspiracy? That is unbelievable. Well, let's look at the Chance said how many silos did they build over the year? We're going to go to scene 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know at least these are silos. Those right there are silos, okay? So these little areas back here are all silos, which means that they had so much going in and out of that place that I don't even know how to. Yeah, whoa is right. No, you are the only one. Tylen, you are the only one, bro. You are actually the one who uncovered this, dude. I wouldn't even have this situation. I just so everybody knows, I texted Dave Hoynes, and this is what I said verbatim. I said to Dave Hoynes, I said, "Good evening, Dave. My name is Ches. I'm an investigative journalist here in Billings, Montana, looking to inquire an interview about the findings we have of Ideal Manufacturing in the Epstein files. Obviously, there's no accusations being made, but we would like to get your word to either defend or exonerate yourself from any wrongdoing. Would you be willing to do an interview with me?" And I've had no such response. Now, the concern about this whole situation is really interesting because what we've done, and just so you guys know, and they're all over the files. Now, here's what we have to look at as a just on the basis of just looking at this situation as a whole. He texted Tylen and said, "Hey, Tylen, my name is Dave Hoynes. I'm from Billings, Montana," and essentially said to him, "I'd like to talk to you about your findings of the Ideal Manufacturing in the Epstein files." This was before any real major information was released. Tylen kind of let me take the reins on this because obviously I'm in Billings. Why this is important is because Dave Hoynes needs to, I would say at least base minimum, needs to give an answer. What did you see over there? When you were working there, were there other people there? You reached out to me. Why not you? Well, because Tylen, now is no time to be modest, my friend. You can just go ahead and say, thank you guys for letting me know. But dude, fundamentally, this comes down to one thing and one thing only. We want justice for these victims. These victims are not just people. They're not young girls or young boys. They're kids as well. You guys, they were sacrificing kids on this island. These are in the Epstein files. Now, what the next thing that we're going to do, tomorrow's episode is going to include some of the findings of the Epstein files where they talk about sacrificing kids, where they're talking about, someone dressing up as Jesus, and then killing the little girl because she found comfort in the idea of Jesus. Now, here's why this is so important, you guys, because what ended up happening was they used this island essentially as a safe haven for some of the most demonic activities that were ever uncovered. I mean, this is the hands down the most demonic conspiracy in the history of the world. I'm not going to stop this rhetoric that I'm pushing. The narrative that I'm pushing is true. It's real. It's not fake. I have no reason to lie. These are all in the Epstein files. You can go to the Department of Justice and look up Ideal Manufacturing and find all these EFTAs yourself. These are PDFs that were uploaded by the Department of Justice from Billings, Montana. Now, why would he? Here's the thing that I find interesting. Why would he contract somebody from Billings, Montana? Well, probably because it'd be a lot easier to hide any type of major construction from a company in Billings, Montana. A small town, essentially a small town, Billings, Montana. Nobody's going to really even have any kind of, I would say real major suspicions. And so what that looks like for us is that, you are in his city. Should be easy to do an interview. I have some other interesting, things that we're going to be doing. We stand together. You guys are right to stick up for what's right. Thanks. You're welcome. You're very welcome. We appreciate your support. Here's what I'm saying is this. Here's the next part of this. Now, mind you, I have text messages, anonymous text messages from one of his previous employees that said essentially they were doing some really sketchy things behind bars. Now, behind the scenes, underneath the surface, things that they would never want anybody else to find out. Large sums of cash that were essentially embezzled, and then they fired employees because Dave Hoynes didn't want to admit that there were some things going on. Now, mind you, this person, they asked, well, there's that part. Oops. They asked to remain anonymous, but there's more than just one. There's two, actually. And they both asked to remain anonymous, and these tips were coming in quick. Just so Dave, if you're watching this, buddy, I texted you. I gave you an opportunity, dude. I think that it's very important that you come onto my podcast. Exonerate yourself, dude. Nobody's accusing you of doing anything wrong yet, but what I am saying is that it's super suspect that you were over there. You saw what was going on. Bro, I was talking to someone from Washington, and they described Montanans as not that deep. Well, I'd say we're a lot deeper than what people want to admit. If you're watching this, do me a favor, share this video. This is important. Chance, share this video for me. Serena, share this video for me, please. Amber, share this video for me, please. If you guys are watching this, it would mean the world to me. Brittany, if you're watching this, share this video. I'm going to go ahead and give that one a care or two. If you guys are watching this, share this video. I just cannot tell you guys how important this is. I mean, this is quite literally, hands down, probably the most important thing that you could actually do for me, for everybody involved. I would ask that if you guys have the same measure of concern and care, I would say just please, for the sake of the people watching, not only for the people watching, but for the victims that have suffered at the hands of all these terrible human beings, please I would ask to do the right thing, that you guys would be willing to, I don't know. I mean, at base minimum, just continue to fight for what's right. I mean, these people are, here we go. Post audience done. Okay. Share now. There we go. Nice. That's huge. I was able to get that. That was good. So I shared my own video, and now it's public. We should get a lot more people coming in now. Tylen, I just want you to know, dude, that I love you so much, dude. You're like, to me, man, you're a hero. And you're a hero for these people. You're a champion for these victims. Not enough people are doing the right thing, and it costs us a lot. It's costing us a lot. We're being suppressed. My outreach was in the thousands and thousands. I mean, we were getting 4, 5, 6, 7,000 views per video. We're dropping down to 2,000, 3,000 a video, and that to me is, well, I mean, it just says enough. It's unity and education, at least. Serena Rose Camp, were you able to share the video to your timeline? If you can share it, that'd be great. If you guys can send stars, it's 99 cents to send a star, or to send stars. Launches us into an algorithm. I'm greatly appreciative. If you guys are watching this, understand that this is a very, very, very important message that needs to be heard. If you guys are just joining in right now, we are uncovering a conspiracy by way of Ideal Manufacturing in Billings, Montana. Some serious issues that have been arising. I'm going to go ahead and just reshare some of these scenes here. Scene 2, Billings, Montana, large spike in coronavirus. That's the other thing, coronavirus task force. Why would the coronavirus task force be listed in the Epstein files? That's something else I find so interesting, you guys. This is a very, very important bit of information that we actually just discovered in real time. And so I just want to know, why is the Corona Task Force being listed in the Epstein files? It's very strange to me. I just can't even understand it. Then, we're going to go to scene 3. Here's where it gets a little bit interesting, okay? Now, this is the part that I have not really dove into yet. I was going to wait for this, but we're going to go ahead and just uncover this right now. If you guys are watching this, please share this video to your followers. Look, government of the United States Virgin Islands versus J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, which means that they are now being implicated as well. They're well, not now being implicated, but here we go. Fedwire debit via First Bank PR, Lafayette Contractors LLC, Fedwire debit via SEC Missoula, Ideal Manufacturing Inc. for $65,000 there. Okay. Now we have $267,000 Fedwire. Now, plus 57,503. So that just total right there is, that's roughly 57,000. That's $324,000, roughly $330,000. Yeah, especially the Corona Task Force, dude. I mean, why is the Corona Task Force being listed in the Epstein files? Boy, oh boy, if you guys don't know and by the way, if you guys don't know what a Corona Task Force is, a Corona Task Force is essentially what COVID was. COVID was a coronavirus. Yeah, this is very interesting, you guys. This gets worse and worse. We're up to 22 viewers now. Hey, we just found out the loophole. I have to share the video to the public. If you guys are watching this, if you're tuning in, Dave Hoynes from Ideal Manufacturing in Billings, Montana. We're just investigating. He's not accused of any wrongdoing yet. Big Sky Aviation. This is a check that was written for $21,772.11. This basically flew everybody over to Little St. James Island. That's where we believe the money went to fly out his employees. If I'm not mistaken, Tylen, please fact check me if you're wrong. If I'm wrong about this, please. I want to make sure that we're not spreading false information. I want to be above reproach in this. This is what Little St. James looked like. This is what Epstein's mansion, his estate, looked like in Little St. James. Not for hospital shipping. Well, this is one of the things that Tylen was actually actually uncovering. Tylen was talking about essentially biochemical engineering, transhumanism. I believe that they were ejecting these people and finding out what it looked like for the coronavirus. Probably, I would assume. This is a conspiracy, you guys. There's no factual. I'm not spreading any factual information right now. This is just my hunch. My hunch is that they were using Epstein's Island for a lot more than just hurting kids. What I believe that they were doing was they were using it as a testing ground for biochemical engineering, obviously transhumanism, which is essentially they're trying to build the next group of superhuman, or even just a way to eradicate the population, to minimize the population of the earth. So there's a lot of reasons why they would do that. This is the scope of work, you guys. So if you guys are watching this, you guys can see the scope of work that was being submitted. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see this. This is interesting information, you guys. This is what happens. Now, mind you, I'm going to go up here. This is architectural drawing index, floor plan, shipment level, ground level, roof level. And just so you guys understand, silos. I'm going to go up to I believe it's right here. Billings, Montana, 59101, fax number, job name, silo number 4. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to scene number 8. This is what a silo looks like, you guys. So this is what one of them looked like. And then this is with another one. Okay. So what happened was they would come down these stairs. They would go into these rooms, and then essentially they would, I don't know, at this point in time, probably rape the kids, kill the kids, whole nine. Jail cells all over the island. You're not kidding at all. That's exactly what those are. No, I'm kidding, but it's crazy how there's a lot of little houses on the island. Those are called silos. And so if you guys are not familiar, what Ideal Manufacturing was actually and is actually known for are these silos. Now, this is the Fed transfer. This is a Fedwire debit for $57,000, I believe. What does that say here? We're going to zoom in real quick again. I'm sorry, guys. This is... you guys, I'm freaked out in a lot of ways. Jeffrey Epstein. We're going to go up to the very top here. I'm going to just reiterate. Jeffrey E. Epstein, Premier Checking Account, Jeffrey Epstein, J.P. Morgan Private Bank, and that was Fedwire transferred to Ideal Manufacturing, $752,223.47. These are all real numbers. Those are not fake, and that's exactly what we're looking at right now. I just want to give Dave Hoynes one more chance, man. I mean, I listen, dude. The more we uncover, the worse it's going to get. I just want you to. I want to give you the opportunity to exonerate yourself, big dog, because right now it's looking like you knew a lot more than what was going on over there. And I can't imagine that, your trips to Florida, multiple trips to Florida, that your employees have now told me, previous employees that not only were there to watch this happen, but ever watch Blink twice? No, but I guess I should probably probably watch it now. If you guys are watching this, do me a favor, share this video. Jacob Burnett said, dude, you're so late to the game. I've been telling people this S for years, and I was called crazy. Well, Jacob Burnett, I guess I should just give you all the credit and say that I'm an idiot and me and Tylen are dumb and you're the champion and GOAT. You're the GOAT, my friend. I've known Jacob Burnett for 20 years, close to, 20 years, longer than 20 years. Shoot, I was younger than that. I was 25 years. But Jacob, I'm just going to go ahead and give that a heart and say that you're the GOAT and that none of us are on your level because you're a brilliant genius who knows all things. You know all things. I love you, dude. I'm just giving you a hard time. Now we're back up. Yeah, well, look at the viewers now. Look at the viewers now. Jacob Burnett, what did you know? Go ahead, comment. Let me know what you knew. What have you been saying? I'm so late to the game. I don't think I'm late to the game. I think that you're late to the game because if you were on time and you were sharing this, you would have shared this a long time ago, which you didn't. And if you did, then, well, people would be telling you, or at least telling me, Jacob Burnett said it a long time ago. I think that you're saying that because you want the credit. You little sly devil, you. But needless to say, I think that we are coming to a close on this episode. It's been 42 minutes. We are grateful that you guys are joining in. Tim Powell was a pilot for Big Aviation. Tim Powell. Why does that name? Tim Powell. Ben Powell? Tim and Ben Powell from All Action Construction? I know Tim Powell. I hope it's not the same Tim Powell that I know. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to reach out to Tim Powell because I know Tim Powell personally. We have a lot more coming, you guys. But we want to be super organized. We've been this episode, I'm proud of this episode. We dropped receipts. We're going to be dropping a lot more receipts. More is coming. Patrick Adams Jr. is another one. I want to know who is the guy that I think it was Steven. Oh, Big Sky Aviation. Well, we're going to find out. Oh, Tim Powell. Okay, now I get what you're saying. If you guys are watching this, share this video. We love you. This has been the Controversial Podcast. I am so grateful. I'm gonna go ahead and say a prayer and pray us out. Lord, I just ask that you reveal all things to us. Allow us to be vessels of your truth. Help us not to be afraid. Help us to uncover the truth for the victims down in Little St. James, in the silos and all the things that were built and all the crazy things that were happening, Lord. We trust you. We trust that you're going to do the right thing, that we're going to do the right thing. We trust that you're going to give us all the information that we need to make sure that these things are being uncovered to the best of our abilities. We want to convey your truth, Lord, and we just trust that you're going to do all things, and that we can do all things through you who give us strength. Jesus is King. Jesus is Lord of Lords. He's you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and you are the one that we submit to and we surrender to, and we are grateful for you, Lord Jesus. We trust you. We trust you, and we trust that you're going to continue doing all the things through us that you wish to do, and that all the things that are coming to fruition and that are coming to light, Lord, we just ask that you would shed the light. We love you. Thanks for opening your mind. We appreciate it. Lord Jesus, thank you for all that you've done and that you continue to do. We pray all these things in the mighty, matchless, and majestic name of our Lord and our soon-coming King Jesus. This is the Controversial Podcast with Ches Romero. We talk about all things controversial. We are going to continue growing, building, and doing everything we possibly can to uncover the truth. Me and Dominic are on our way over to the winery thingamajiggy-mabobber, and we're going to try and see if we can't get a hold of Janelle Crowley, and so we can see if we can't get a little bit of some answers. We love you guys to allow you to see outside the politics. Yeah, politics at this point in time, I'll always align with the conservative ideologies, but I am no longer. I have withdrawn completely my support for Donald Trump, unless he does the right thing. So we love you guys. You guys have a great night. God bless you, and we are